YouTube Niner Empire, what is going down? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we have some breaking NFL news because the Cincinnati Bengals are planning to use the franchise tag on their standout wide receiver A.J. Green if no long-term deal is reached, obviously within this offseason. So, A.J. Green, back in January, said it wouldn't necessarily be the best thing if I was franchise tagged. But the Bengals don't care, and, they're deciding to use the franchise tag. And like I said, and they're not using the franchise tag right now. They're just it's been reported that they're going to use the franchise tag 110% if they cannot get a long-term deal reached. So, for the Bengals, they want to lock up Mixon and A.J. Green for the long-term future. I get that. But there was a lot of speculation about A.J. Green possibly being a free agent. And in the back of my mind, I figured that the Bengals would use the franchise tag if they couldn't get a deal reached, because usually that's what happens when you have a player on your team like A.J. Green. We've seen it with Le'Veon Bell, but Le'Veon Bell sat out during his franchise tag. So Le'Veon Bell just didn't want to be in Pittsburgh at the time, I'm assuming. But A.J. Green, who's been injured heavy the past couple years, is getting franchise tag if they don't get a long-term deal reached. Now, I'm not sure how much A.J. Green is wanting to get paid or how much he's seeking to get paid, but I could see it being a pretty large chunk. But if I'm Cincinnati, I'm not going to pay him. I'm not going to make him the highest paid receiver. I probably wouldn't even make him close to being the highest paid receiver. And that's just for the simple fact that he's had injuries. He hasn't really played that much within the past couple of years. There's no point in paying him all this money just to let him stay on the team. It's not about the Bengals wanting A.J. Green. It really comes down to if A.J. Green wants to stay in Cincinnati. Because if he doesn't want to stay in Cincinnati, I don't think we'd see a situation like what Le'Veon Bell did, but I don't know. I don't know. He wants to win, and his A.J. Green injures his ankle during training camp and uses that as a reason to kind of sit out the entire season. And then obviously his team went 2-14. So I would say A.J. Green requests a trade. I don't think A.J. Green wants to stay in Cincinnati. He even bashed the trade talk, or not the trade talk. He bashed the franchise tag back in January, like I said. He said it wouldn't be the best thing, and he wouldn't really necessarily support that as a summary. And then, obviously, with him, there was speculation about him coming back just this past season with that ankle injury he was suffered with during training camp. But A.J. Green used that to just sit out. He didn't want to play. I think you know that just as much as I do. If I'm A.J. Green, I do not want to be on the Cincinnati Bengals. I want to move out of that area, go to another franchise, and start fresh. I do not want to stay on Cincinnati if I'm A.J. Green. Let alone, he just doesn't get enough tension on Cincinnati just because of how bad they are. Personally, for me, I think, he's 31. I think he requests a trade. I really do. I don't think there's anything that gets him to sign the franchise tag because he just doesn't want to be franchise tagged. He wants to be paid. I could really see A.J. Green requesting a trade. He could have came back last season. I know he could have, and he didn't want to, but just because he didn't want to play. A.J. Green should request a trade if I'm him, and honestly, that's what I think he'll do. Because I just don't think, like I said, it's not that Cincinnati wants him, or, it's not that they're considering, do we want him or do we not want him? It's A.J. Green saying, he wants out, and the Bengals are trying to do everything they possibly can just to keep him on the roster. I don't think it's going to work. Green should request a trade immediately, I think, and I think that's probably what he will do. But I don't know. We'll figure out. I'll keep you guys updated on the situation because AJ Green could be a big target if he's a free agent for a lot of NFL teams. So we'll see what happens with AJ Green in Cincinnati. But as for now, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen with AJ Green. Do you think he's going to stay in Cincinnati? Or do you think he's going to take his talent somewhere else in another city? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.